When it comes to the portrait focal length and the lenses that are more suited than others for capturing portraits, it is a known fact that 50mm and more 85mm are perfect for that. Also 135mm, but in my experience you really need to step back. You need space to successfully use 135mm lens. And then you have this monster from Sigma, 105mm f1.4 Art HSM lens for Canon EF, Nikon F, and of course Sony-E and L-mount cameras. This lens came out back in 2018. It's not a new lens, but it still has got literally zero competition at 105mm with ultra wide aperture of f1.4. There's literally no other lens like this available from any other brand, and that alone makes it very special. But is it still worth buying now? Quick disclaimer, I have this lens on loan from Sigma UK for this review. However, I was not asked or paid to say anything specific about it, so this is my honest and 100% unbiased opinion about this lens. This focal length obviously makes it a perfect portrait lens. 105mm puts it in the telephoto category, giving you that telephoto zoom compression when the background appears closer to your subject than it really is. But combining that with ultra wide aperture of f1.4 and you get this. It is pretty much a perfect portrait lens for many reasons. Firstly, it is insanely sharp, even wide open at f1.4. This is, after all, Sigma Art lens, and that is no surprise. Absolute premium image quality here, but image sharpness, in my opinion, is given with a lens in this price range and in this class. I don't think sharpness, although important, would be the reason to choose this lens over any other portrait focal length. Its main selling points are for sure the 105mm focal length and the ultra-wide aperture. There's just something magical that combination creates. The separation between the subject and the background is very defined, and the bokeh is outstanding and full of character. This is a lens that it is hard to take a bad picture with. I have been shooting with it 99% of time wide open at f1.4, and I didn't notice any ultra-wide aperture prime lens traits like chromatic aberration or vignetting. The optical performance is really good, delivering images that have that premium look and feel to them. Maybe not a perfect choice for video work, but very usable for sure. The weight of it helps to get steadier handheld shots with, and it would be great for interviews, talking heads, or for that extra shallow depth of field to create cinematic look with. Build quality. It is built like a tank, and there is no hiding that this is a large and heavy lens. The front glass element is just huge, the biggest that I have ever seen on any lens, with a filter thread matching its focal length, 105mm, making finding filters for it more difficult and more expensive. It's not everyday lens, as it weighs just over 1.6 kilograms, and you certainly feel it when carrying it around. It comes with this detachable tripod collar with standard Arca Swiss plate for mounting directly to tripod heads, and this super large lens hood. There's no built stabilization, and it has only one button, standard auto manual focus switch. As this is an older HSM Art lens, not the new DG series, there's a focus distance markers display also, and there's a semi-hard stops at each end of the focus ring rotation. You can feel and hear them when you get to the end of the focus throw. It looks and feels like a pro lens, and it certainly can deliver pro results easily. It is a pro lens. Value for money? Not cheap or budget friendly, retailing for £1,399 here in UK or $1,599 in US, but you get a lot of lens for the money. If you are a professional doing portrait photography for a living, this is an amazing value for money and a lens that should pay for itself easily. It delivers amazing results effortlessly, and it certainly looks the part. If you are an enthusiast or amateur photographer and can justify this price tag, then you will not be disappointed, as this is the lens that can and will up your photography game and make you feel like a pro. Conclusion, not a lens for everyone for sure. Although absolutely usable for all kinds of photography, it is a portrait lens and a bokeh monster, perfectly suited for studio or location photography when you don't have to carry it for long periods of time. It is big and heavy and requires expensive filters, but it is a lens that delivers outstanding results no matter what or who you point it at. Sigma has managed to deliver a focal length and spec that no other brand ever even dared to try, and combining that with great autofocusing, excellent sharpness and close to perfect optical performance, this is one of the, if not the best portrait lens ever in my opinion. It would be great to see newer DGDN version optimized for mirrorless cameras in the future, but for now this is already a modern classic worth the hefty price tag if you are serious about portrait photography. And this is it from me. I hope you liked this video, and if you found it in any way helpful or interesting, please give me the thumbs up, consider subscribing, and see you next time. And that alone makes it a very special. But that alone, delivering images that have that blah 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 blah, many words, too many words. I didn't notice any ultra-wide aperture prime lens traits like chromatic aberration in my throat. This is a lens that it is hard to take a bad picture with. I have been shooting with it 99. And it's a wrap.